What do you think? Good. Grant wanted to wake up early today to color his robot, and he's being a big sleepyhead. Grant, time to wake up, bud. What are you doing over here? Aw. Look at that snitsy nose. Look at that hair. Aw. Like a baby bird. Alright, bud. Time to get up. We got a big day ahead of us. Morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, February 16th already. And 2016. And we're just about to start the day. I'm already showered. I just have to make my lunch for work, eat breakfast, feed Grant, and then we can head out. So, we're already running late today, but that's okay. Grant wanted to wake up early this morning, and he ended up wanting to sleep in instead. So, yeah, tired little dude, but this morning he has to take his medicine. So his antibiotics are so his previous antibiotics were bubblegum flavored, and these ones I believe are strawberry flavored. So he already told me yesterday, first thing as soon as I saw him, that he doesn't like the strawberry one. So, but this one he only has to take once a day, and the first dose of antibiotics he had to take was twice a day. So, we'll see if we can get that in him. And it's time to get moving and grooving though. So, see ya. You know, this the single parent or solo parent thing just really sucks. It really does. It's had a really rough morning with Grant. So he's taking medicine for his bronchitis and ear infection. I think it's another antibiotic, but it's a different brand than the one he had before. And unfortunately, she had got the previous one was bubblegum flavored, and this one is I don't know what is it, strawberry flavored. So even though he loves strawberries, he will not eat or take this medicine. So it's when the solo parent stuff is really the worst for me, at least, when he will just like not cooperate at all, and you pretty much have to force him to do something. And you know, that's when I start yelling and I get frustrated and upset. Overall, he's a good kid, and he's been listening well and all that, but he's always been bad with medicine, like to the point where he won't take it. If you do get it in his mouth, he'll spit it out. And so it was one of those mornings. And you know, it would be nice to have his mother or whatever around to help in these moments when it's, you know, not easy. I hate doing that to him. I really don't like treating him like that. I'm gonna take both of our shirts off and hold him down just to give him his medicine. And I knew it, but he of course spit it out the first couple tries. And then he took some, but I think he only took maybe half of his actual needed dose. It's tough. It's really tough on me sometimes. So I'm gonna be almost an hour late because of this. Really upset. love you, Grant. Daddy doesn't like yelling at you like that. I love you. Okay, I just got out of work for the day, and it's kind of cool out right now. It is snowing these really big, beautiful snowflakes. I don't know if you can see them coming down. But it's nice out. I like snow, I really do. So I'm headed to go pick up Grant, and I was just letting the truck warm up for a few minutes. So today I spent a lot of time during my free moments processing all the video footage and stuff that I had recorded over the weekend. And so I run a bunch of various YouTube channels and stuff, one for car stuff, one for this vlog, and a couple others. So and then I already mentioned it before, but staying on top of all of the Shutterfest festivities, activities, and events and all that is going to become a part-time job because, well, everyone's nuts. Us photographers are crazy. So, yeah, I'm kind of realizing that a lot of my shoots and all that are kind of going to be really tightly packed for the Shutterfest event. So many of them, some are already starting on the Sunday before, which is actually Easter Sunday, and most of the shoots are only like 30 minutes apart. So I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work or not. I came across a really cool idea for organizing my camera gear, and what it is, it's a product made by Stanley, and it's for like carpenters or contractors that work with like hand tools and stuff. But it's this three-tiered like toolbox on wheels, and then you can like open it, and then it like almost like turns into like stairs. So it's like the bottom, the middle, and top, you can access them all. And someone that posted a picture showing them using it for photography gear, they said they were able to hold 3 studio strobes, 2 camera bodies, all their lenses, 6 speed lights, and all their other accessories, so like the triggers and cables and all that stuff. So they even had added PVC pipes to the front. They like screwed them onto the front of the thing to hold like or the toolbox to hold light stands and umbrellas and all that type of stuff. So I've been trying to find, or I've been looking for something like this for a while now that'll hold all of my stuff. I already have something that's kind of similar, but it was more for crafts and crap like that. So it's not quite as good as this one. So found it on at Home Depot's website for like $77 because I was gonna order a Pelican case, which my buddy Luke has one, but I'd almost need 2 of them, one for my camera stuff and lenses, and one for my studio stuff and accessories. So so I think I'm gonna order one of those, and that'll be for the business. And then what else? So I was thinking about it today. I think I need to revise or change or update the intro video for my vlog. So it's got the intro video. It's a little clip with Grant and I sitting in the car and whatever. I want to put something in there saying along the lines about how this is about the time capsule idea. So with the time capsule, I don't know anyone else that does this or whatever, so I don't know if this will eventually become popular or not. Maybe I'm the first one to do it. I don't know. Probably not. But the time capsule idea is basically me just publishing all of these videos 1 year to the day in the future from when these were recorded. So I mentioned it before, but today is February 16th, 2016. So by the time you view this, if anyone views it, it'll be a year afterwards. So I'm not exactly sure why I wanted to do it that way. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of questions about that, but I don't want to. I'm not really doing this for anyone else. So I'm kind of doing it more as a personal vlog, and if anyone views it, cool. But I don't really care if anyone views it or not. So I'm kind of hoping no one will view it, but I don't want to make these videos private and then lose them. So that's the premise behind the time capsule idea. And so what else is going on? I got my new microphone. I still haven't had a chance to use it yet. So I have a bunch of projects and stuff in the works of things that I want to do with the microphone. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow or something. So tonight, it's Tuesday, so I have Grant tonight, but I'm thinking tomorrow I'm going to, oh, you know what I really need to do is unbox that fender, or front bumper. So I got I got the $200 front bumper taking up an entire bay in the garage, and I have my $10,000 car sitting out in the driveway. So how stupid is that? So and now that it's snowing, I'm gonna unbox that fender. And I think I'm just going to throw it into storage for now. So I'm going to just mothball it, at least for the time being. The main reason behind that is I need to get the body shop to fix the damage that was caused from the car wash, which led to even more damage over last weekend when I hit that road gator. So once the body shop basically gets the car back to stock or fixes it, then I'm going to, then I'll start, customizing the car, doing whatever I want to do with it. So I want to install those aftermarket intercoolers, as well as that RS4 bumper, but I'm going to leave it as is, because if I start taking stuff apart and all that, it's going to make it even harder, more complicated for the body shop. They're going to, question what I'm doing, what's going on, and all that stuff. So that's about it. I'm really hoping I'm going to have a good evening with Grant tonight. I don't know. I've been noticing probably over the last month or so, or maybe 5-6 weeks, that when I get him back after a long weekend, after he spent a long weekend at his mom's house, he's not very, he doesn't act very good. So he acts out, he throws tantrums, he cries, he whines. He doesn't listen well, all that stuff. So, and it's just like a compliance thing. It's not, like it could be I could ask him to do anything and he'll just deny it or not want to do it. So, I don't know what's going on with all that, but I've been keeping an eye on it and trying to work on it, but it's very hard to practice patience with a 4-year-old at times. So yeah, looks like the price of gas is going up. It was at the lowest. I got it for $1. Well, I buy premium gas, so what I paid was more, but for regular 87 octane, it was the cheapest. It was a couple weeks ago was $1.27 a gallon. So I just saw now, I'm driving home from work, it's $1.79 a gallon. So it's already going back up, probably in preparation for summer or something. I was hoping it would stay low. I was getting premium for like $1.90, which is awesome. Even under $2 is awesome for premium. I was hoping it would stay down lower, so that way I can maybe drive my Cutlass more this year. So we'll see about that. So I don't know. I just it's moving and grooving. Seems like all I do is drive or work, but that's pretty much the winter months, I suppose. But yeah, so stay tuned for more. I mentioned I think I want to work on doing something for my intro video clip. Maybe add on to it or something. Say something about time capsule. I don't know. So you can kind of see the I don't know what you want to call it, the changes or the growth or the growing up or the modifications that I've been making to the intro video. What I try to do is, as I update things like that, I'll do them live. So like maybe like let's say if I worked on it tonight or tomorrow, it would be rendered into the next day's video. So like basically as this channel progresses, you can see how, you know, things like that progress or change or tweak. So it's kind of cool. And I mentioned it last week, but I worked on my website and I got that back up and running. But I never, I haven't had time yet to go back and kind of add new content and stuff like that. So that's something that I'm going to start working on. I never was able to figure out the blog, so I think I'm going to keep the blog kind of hidden or something. So my website loads up a different interface if you're accessing it from a mobile device. So like from your phone, it kind of shows like a lot different interface, but it actually loads my blog if you load it from your phone. So I guess the blog can be accessed that way. I don't know. It's just like anything else. I gotta kind of just keep hammering on it, keep tinkering with it, and eventually it'll get to be the way that I want it, or at least functional. So, all right. So it's, what is it? A little after 5 now, and I am racing to go get Grant. Hopefully the snow doesn't make things more complicated. I still need to stop at the bank. I mentioned that I was going to try to go to the bank yesterday, and I don't know if I might have mentioned it before, but the bank has 2 drive-up ATMs. One was like completely shut off, and the other ATM was, it said it couldn't dispense cash. So I was like, oh, okay, this is with Chase Bank. I was like, well, I know they got one in like the lot, or like the entrance way, like in the vestibule in between the 2 doors. So I tried to go into that one, but they had the doors locked. So yesterday, I think it was President's Day. It was Monday, and the banks and all that were closed. It's a bank holiday. So maybe that's why the ATMs are broke. That's quite possible. Or not broke, but tapped out, you know, from an entire weekend or 3 days of people hitting them up for cash and all that. So where I'm going with this story is I need to go get out $100 or so to pay Grant's weekly daycare, and I'm gonna be really tight on money again this pay period. So last weekend was kind of pricey. I guess it makes sense. It was a Valentine's Day weekend, and all that, but whatever. So money. But everything's good. I'm okay. We're okay. And Grant's gonna be okay as soon as he gets done taking all this antibiotics and getting rid of his cold. So I'm a little tired, but that's okay. So I'm gonna sign off for now and make some phone calls, and I'll talk to you later. Oh, don't walk in the dirty on the floor. Okay, let's see. Might have to try to lay it down first. Okay? Alright. Come over here on the side. Over here. Alright, you ready? Be careful with that, bud. It may be sharp. That'll poke you in your hands. Don't throw it. Don't break pieces off, bud, because then Daddy will run it over with his tire and it'll pop Daddy's tire. Okay? We don't want to pop Daddy's tire. Alright, here. Stand over here just for a second, and I gotta pull this, I think. Let's see. Oh, there's some snow on it. like wood too, you said?
Yeah, I like to.
Me too. Okay.
What are we putting in the house or not?
The wood we cannot. No.
Because it's too big in the house.
Yeah, it is pretty big, isn't it?
Look at where the awesome.
Alright, look at here, see? Those are nails. Those are really, really sharp. Okay, so don't touch those, okay? Don't touch. You didn't even open it. Look. Look how big that box is.
They look like.
They do? Yeah, they kind of do look like screws, don't they? That's right. Okay. Alright, Daddy's just going to move this out of the way. Okay. I'm going to put this, I think I'm going to put it over here. Alright. We're almost done. We're almost done opening. We're going to eat some candy after we eat our dinner. Okay? Oh. Look at that. Ooh, ooh.
What?
These are sharp here. You okay?
Okay.
More wood?
What?
Look at all the wood. You like that paper? What? Oh, okay. Alright, let's see what it is. Careful over here. There's sharp. It's big and heavy. Whoa, that's the biggest thing Daddy's ever got. Wow.
Wow, you got big thing.
Big car part. Wow.
Can we use this inside or not?
No, because this has got to go back in it. This part has to go back inside of that. Okay. Alright, should we open this and see what it is?
Yeah.
Alright, let me see. Yeah, well, you're helping. You want what? Tonight? Yeah, do you want to make the head? I was thinking you should make the head for your robot.
You know what?
What?
The one with my name is that's the head. I put a laser on it. Sticker laser.
Lasers?
Yeah.
Whoa, what?
Circle lasers.
Circle one?
And
gangster with the tape gun.
The
stairs are over there, Bart. The stairs are over there. Don't fall down them. I know, look, I'm working on it. Almost got it done. And you can see what's inside. The guy put a lot of this on there. What is that? Tape? Doing one side? Look. I think I'm done. Maybe. One more. Where'd it go?
I know what to do now.
What is it?
Pop it.
Yeah, it's the bubble wrap. Alright. As soon as we get the bubble wrap off. Okay? What? Put on your gloves, silly. Alright, look. I know. Here. Whoa. Look at this. Whoa. Look, that's the piece that you need. Bless you. This is the new front bumper. Front bumper. Yeah. Yep, just like Daddy's car, right?
But can we put it on right now?
No, not right now. We don't have the tools here for it yet.
But how about we lose it? How about we use my grandpa before you lose it?
I was thinking of waiting until it's a little bit warmer. Because it's kind of cold right now, and I'm cold. Look, what do you think?
I like it.
Me too. Let me see. Let me step back. Let me set a time. Let me take a look.
How is it? Do you like it?
Pretty good.
Pretty
I
good.
kind of do like it.
It's cold? Yeah, it's cold.
It's cold?
Yep.
Alright. There you go.
Feel it right
RS4.
Feel it.
Ooh, it is? Ooh, yep, you're right.
Can't touch it.
RS4 front bumper. It's used. It's got a couple scratches and stuff. Now, he said he had fixed it or repaired it. Let me see here.
Where's the scratches? I'm seeing scratches. Let me see, Dad. I can see scratches.
Let me see. I'm looking.
Actually, I see one big scratch.
So the only kind of issue that I have is he put the packing tape right on the paint, and it's peeling off. The paint peeled off with the tape. Oh, no. So it already has a center grill in there. And I'm guessing this is where you mount it. Alright, we're going inside. That's it. And flip it over a little bit. So it's not quite the same color. It's not shiny, it's more like primered. But that's okay. What do you think, Grant? You like it? Is it cool? I think that's what we needed to fix it. Looks like it's got some holes up top here. A little bit of... Right up here.
Why are those holes for?
That's so we can put it on the car. That's how we mount it onto the car. Cool. Alright, let's go inside. Alright, so there's the unboxing of my new RS4 front bumper. Well, I shouldn't say new. New to me. It's definitely used. And I'm pretty surprised with the condition that it's in. Wasn't exactly sure what I was going to get with some blurry photos that the guy texted me over. But yeah, I think this front bumper is in better shape than my my stock one was when I bought my S4 a little over a year ago. So it's not quite the same color as my other one, so I don't know if that's because he primered it after he patched it up. I can't even really tell where the crack was, but maybe after some closer examination and stuff. But I mean, dang. So for the price, whatever, you know. I've never bolted one up before, so that might be a surprise or whatever. But like, the screws look good. These flaps here look like they're pretty rigid or in good shape. I don't know, maybe that's what he installed for me to mount. But yeah, so I'm pretty stoked about it. And so I'm gonna wrap this back up, throw it into storage for the time being, at least for the next 2 weeks, and then go from there. So I gotta clean out my garage here so that I can get a car in here again. So it's taking up the whole side of the garage. So stay tuned for more.